Hey guys, it is time for math today, and we are still talking about perimeter and area. So, first, I want to show you this shape right here. So, this is an irregular figure, and you might see these sometimes on some problems I give you or on a test, maybe, and they are called irregular figures or irregular shapes. And it's because they're shaped a little funky, right? So, um, the cool thing about these is when we find the perimeter of them, not the area, the perimeter, it's the same as finding the perimeter of a square or a rectangle. It's just a funky shape. So we don't have to get all caught up in, oh my gosh, this doesn't look like normal. What am I going to do? No. It's the same as finding the perimeter of a square or a rectangle. So if it's the same, how do you think I solve this for perimeter? If perimeter is when I add all the sides, how would I solve this one? What would I do? Well, I hope that you said, well, if perimeter is add all the sides, then I'm just going to add all the numbers up, Miss Simpson, and you would be totally right. So I'm going to start here, and I would do 9 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1. And when I get my answer, that would be the perimeter. Easy as that. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now, I'm going to add those numbers in my head, and I want you to add those numbers in your head, and let's see if we get the right answer. Okay, did you get 28 inches? All right. So that's how you find a perimeter of a irregular figure. So let's go ahead and practice that with some more problems. Nope, not that paper. It's over here. One second. Okay. So if I am looking at this one, it does not look the same as the other ones, but guess what, guys? It is the same as finding the perimeter for anything else. You just add up all the sides. So I would do 20 plus 18 plus 3 plus 3. So right now, in your head or on paper, I want you to add all those up and see what you get. I got 44 feet. Is that what you got? I hope so. Now let's do this one. This one's even weirder looking. But guess what? All you have to do is add up all the sides because we're finding the perimeter. Now, area is different, but for perimeter, it's the same as anything else. You just add up all the sides. So I want you, I'm not even going to write it out for you. I want you to add up all the sides and let's see if we get the same answer. Did you get 46 meters? I hope that you did. Okay, so now that you know that these irregular figures, guys, it's just the same. They're just adding the perimeter, adding up all the sides. It's just a funky shape. How do you think we're going to find the perimeter? Moving on, something different. How are we going to find the perimeter if one of the sides isn't labeled? So in this case, it gave me the perimeter. But how could I find that missing side? What could I do? I want you to brainstorm right now. What could I do? Okay, now it's gonna seem hard at first, but I want you to think of it as like the part whole strategy that I've taught you. So you know how on a strip diagram, you're given, and we've been doing these a lot this past couple of days, you're given the whole right here, so like the perimeter. And there's all these little sides, right? Well, in this case, we need to look and see the whole on this side. If I was to make this a complete square, what would be the whole? So in this case, it would be 9. Y'all see that? And then we need to see the other part that lines it up. So if it were me, I would look at this and I would see, okay, that's the whole. Here's part of it. And this is going to make up the other part of that whole. Because if I connected these two lines, they would be the same length as this one. So instead of giving the perimeter, I would have my whole would be 9. One side is 4, and I've got to figure out what that other side is. So all I would do is take 9 minus 4, and that would give me 5. So my missing side is 5 feet. Okay, let's do another one that's an L shape. So this one, I need to find this side. So I'm going to try to find the hole. So I'm going to look right here, and I notice that this and this would make up that whole side. But guess what? So on the opposite side, remember how I said that rectangles, they have the side across from it is exactly the same? So in rectangles and squares, the sides across from it are exactly the same. So this one, if you look right across, would be 1, right? Right across, it would be 1. Same as this one right here is the same as this one. Or not that one. Oh, yeah, that one. And this one's the same as this one. They are the same length right across from it. Okay, let's try this one. This one is asking for the whole side, right? So I'm going to look at it like this. I've got my whole side, but I don't know what that is. But guess what? I do have this one. And I do have this one. So what would this side be? Remember, we're trying to find the whole. I have 2 parts that are both 10 and 10. What am I going to do to find the whole? I hope you said I would add them together. So 10 plus 10 is 20. So my missing side would be 20 inches. Okay, let's try one of these. Now, this is not a rectangle and it is not a square. So I am going to have to take this perimeter. If I have a hole, this is how we're going to do perimeter. This is how we do it on almost everything right now. If I'm missing anything, I'm going to put it into a strip diagram. So my hole would be 44, and I have 4 sides, right? This side would be 14. There's another 14. There's a 3, but I've got to figure out this one. What am I going to do to figure that one out? I hope that you said, well, Miss Simpson, if I need to find this extra side, can't I just go ahead and solve for the perimeter and get this and then subtract from the hole? And I would say, yes, you can. So you would add 14 and 3, and you get 31. Well, that would give you these 3 sides. And now all you got to do is subtract to find this side. 44 minus 31. And that would give you 13 meters. So depending on what kind of problem you have, like on this one, you would take the whole 16 and the part 2, and you would subtract them to find your question mark. On this one, it's giving you the perimeter. So I'm going to make sure to write that right here. It's giving you the perimeter is 40. And it's asking you to find that side. So you would do like I did down here. Add up all 3 of these sides and subtract from 40. Now on these over here, these are missing some sides. So you would take the whole and the part and subtract them, and the whole and the part and subtract them. But when you're finding the perimeter, when you're adding them all up and finding the perimeter, all you have to do once you have all of your sides is just add them all up. Okay, so today for your assignment, you're going to finish these journal pages. So guess what? If you're watching this video, you are probably going to get something that nobody else gets. You do not have to do the ones I've done. So you don't have to do the first one or the second one. And on this page, you don't have to do this one, this one, this one, or this one. You just have to finish what I haven't done yet. So I haven't done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to do these 4 and these 2. And when you're done, turn it in. Don't even write in what I've written for the other problems. Just find the ones that I haven't done and finish it out. Okay, guys, remember, you only have to do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The ones that I've done, you do not have to do. All right. This is going to be harder, so I just want you to think very critically, take it nice and slow, and don't miss a step. All right, friends, if y'all need help, I'll be on at help time at 12:40.